They tell you how the world ends in the movies. They show you fire, panic, missiles painting the sky, a blinding flash of light, and then nothing. They lied. The end of the world doesn't roar. It doesn't scream. It just holds its breath. And it never exhales. My name was Agent Miller, Sector 4, Covert Intelligence. My mission was to watch Tehran, to monitor the fault lines of the regime, to map its fractures. I spent 3 years embedded in this city, looking for the trigger that would finally tear this country apart. I was so busy looking for the spark, I didn't notice that the oxygen had quietly left the room. 15 million people gone. Not dead in the streets. There were no bodies, no mass graves, just erased, like a chalk drawing washed away in a sudden rain. One morning, the endless river of traffic on the Hemet Expressway simply stopped. The engines died, the doors opened, and everyone just vanished into the dust. Do you know what Iran actually was before the silence? It wasn't just a point on a tactical map. It wasn't just a headline on a news network. It was the cradle, 3,000 years of unbroken human defiance. When I walked down Valyasar Street a month ago, it was an artery of life. You could smell the fresh Sangak bread baking in the corner shops. You could smell the heavy exhaust of 1 million old Saipa cars. You could hear the call to prayer echoing off the concrete, mixing with the arguments of merchants in the bazaar. It was a masterpiece of organized chaos, a civilization that survived kings, revolutions, and empires. I came here as a ghost, a parasite sent to find the weakness of the host. My agency protocols dictate that in the event of an unknown deployment, I should hold my position, maintain emotional distance, observe, report, survive. But who do you report to when the satellites go dark? Who do you report to when the sky is empty? I walk through the Grand Bazaar now. The wealth of the ancient Silk Road used to flow through these vaulted brick corridors. Cyrus the Great, Darius. They built empires here that stretched across the known earth. Now, their legacy is defended by nothing but feral shadows and blowing dust. The turquoise tiles are cracking, and there is no one left to mend them. You know, the human mind is a fragile machine. You can survive 3 weeks without food. You can survive 3 days without water. But you cannot survive without a purpose. In absolute silence, the mind begins to eat itself. I catch myself winding my watch every morning, even though time stopped 30 days ago. I find myself listening to the wind howling through the concrete blocks of Ekbatan, trying to hear Farsi in the noise. I was trained to dismantle this country piece by piece. But God help me. I miss them. I miss the anger. I miss the noise. I miss the stubborn, beautiful life of this place. I am the last spectator in a museum of a vanished species. And then, the static changed. I was sitting in a rusted-out gas station, tuning a dead radio just to hear the white noise. But then, a pulse. 103.5 on the FM dial, a repeating rhythm, a heartbeat in the dark. The signal is bouncing off the top of the Malad Tower. 300 meters of concrete and steel, piercing the black smog. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope makes you reckless. Hope makes you forget your training. I don't know if it's an automated distress beacon on a backup generator. I don't know if it's a trap left by my own people, or a ghost loop from a forgotten server. But I am packing my gear. I am leaving the shadows. There are no nations left to fight for. There are no borders left to defend. There is only the dark metropolis, and whatever is waiting for me at the source of that signal. If there is one single heartbeat left in the dust of Persia, I am going to find it.